It's very early and I can hear movement, I can hear vehicles rumbling. Now, today's the day. Not the teddy bears picnic. It is the day when lots of cars go away. We have got a company rolling up and they reckon they can shift all our cars. And while the ground's rock hard, it ain't a bad time to do it. But what we need is all the vehicles moving out the way. And I think that's what Ashley's doing. Look at the rain that's built up in the bottom of the hull. Right, well he's done that one, so I'll do the Land Rover. Tell you what, you move that Abbott and a couple of other CVRTs in the middle of the yard. Oh, that doesn't look good, does it? That doesn't look good at all. Whenever you see the seat open on a Land Rover, that means the batteries are flat and someone slaved it. And our slave jump pack is on holiday being repaired. So, do I feel lucky? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, even a little bit. Right, well I think we'll bring that Abbott up to it. I love an Abbott. If there's anyone out there got another Abbott, I'd like to buy it. I'd like to pay far too much for it, but I would like it to be quite a nice one, because I've got 3 already that need a lot of love. And then I've got others that don't need much love at all, like this old Bessie.
It's the father and son dream team this morning.
Okay, contact.
Oh. She started easy, Ashley. Ashley's a bit sleepy this morning, Nick. You a bit sleepy?
I'm wide awake. No, I never sleep.
You never sleep.
We'll leave it on the front for now.
Sponsored by Snap on these days, look. Lovely t-shirt.
Well, one's the CT5 strap, then one did the slave. I guess we're not running for a couple of months, but yeah, it's 50% not bad. That's the actual one off the top gear that came made. Lots of lorries here to take cars away, but they're a bit scared to put them on the back. I haven't had a bulker here for 10 years. Anyway, look at that, a Pinsker. You don't get many of them nowadays. They're getting pretty scarce. Pretty scarce. So we'll just flop it off and leave it on the front drive. It'll blend in with these others nicely. Yeah, we're going to get signs on them. Do not dance on my tank or we will dance on your car. We're getting a few strange people in the middle of the night dancing on the tanks. Not naked, but I think that'll be next. Hello, chaps. Looking pretty good. Right, well, let's tilt and slide.
Morning.
Rapid response. I've been here 2 hours. They're still scratching their bum.
And there's not one car in the
rawer
back.
than my bum.
Oh. So what Nick is trying to say is that they came this morning to pick up cars and they still haven't loaded one.
Oi, Biscuit, pay attention. I'm asking questions at the end. Well, I think it's time to take it out on the road for a bit of a run. And Ashley loves a road run. That always makes him smile. I don't quite know how I'm going to turn it round. That's not going to be easy. Backing it round that corner. Yes, could be a bit of a problem. Might be better to back it by the Tesla and turn it by the fins.
Gotta have your coat.
Drive careful, I don't want to spill my drink. Yeah, I'm not going to let him spill his drink, that'd be terrible. Plus the fact he'd spill it on top of me. Nobody wants sticky orange on your head. Try your seatbelt, see if it works. I made a seatbelt for him at great expense. Now when you're squatting down low. Yes, it's a lap strap, a proper lap strap. He's not happy with it. There. Keep my boy safe. It takes a long time racing them before they're any bloody good, I tell you. Down the road, and James has pulled up into the drive to take some pictures, and we thought, why not? Why not take him down the road with us? At gate 1.
Yeah.
Did it look as good as I thought it looked?
Well,
It had a big box on the top, which is a giveaway, isn't it?
yes.
Yes, I think it's a 438 or a 439. I get mixed up. I think the 438 is the command model and the 439 is the radio model. Am I right?
I think so.
I think so. You'll have to look in the big book. Right, well, we'll have to move the Pinzagauer. And yes, the useless twats this morning are supposed to be removing all the cars, said that they can't just put them on the back of a low loader like everybody else has done for 30 years. Weird, isn't it? Weird, isn't it? I think the big lad was a bit worried about going up the ladder, and so would I be if I was that chunky monkey. The danger of buying a vehicle unseen is you get a pile of crap. Now, this has a kind of a box over the handle where you can put a padlock on, which means it's been privately owned and parked somewhere a bit dodgy. Paintwork looks a bit sketchy. Now this must be the radio one because it's got the generators on the top. So if anyone wants generators or bits and bobs on top, we could be your men. We have got 2 others we've done. Oh, it's got a kind of a side thing on it as well. I haven't seen that before. Top rollers look good. Tracks look very good. Road wheels, yeah, pretty good. Not delaminating. Sprockets look good. May not even need a skin on the exhaust. Periscope's missing, that's a shame. Perhaps it's laying in the back. It's got modern wing mirrors, but it ain't modern. Yeah, a lot of work on one of these to turn it into a 432, and they've wogged the smoke discharges off them, which is a bit slowish. It's on the button. I've never bought a vehicle with decent batteries. If those batteries haven't let me down in a week, then my name's not Rumple Foreskin. Would you call this an unwrapping? I've seen where these people buy a new air rifle or some sort of massive, great big vibrator, and they do an unwrapping, and everyone, oh, it's supposed to be exciting. The unwrapping. Let's see what's in the back. Not a lot. Oh, have we had one of these before? I don't think we have.
Ooh, no.
No, we haven't had one of them. So, have a good old look in here, and if there's oh look, let's just playing battleships.
I was going to say, it looks like battleship.
If there's anything out there, anyone out there who needs these parts for their vehicle, contact me quickly, because we're going to be taking them out. And that's a big lump, isn't it?
Ooh.
All special stuff. Point to this one as well, Dylan. Come round the front, let me scurry out the way. Do a bit of a close-up, and oh my god, the decking's all different where the engines are. Never seen anything like that before. This is entirely different.
Oh, so it's...
Are we about there? Or we got to do the van?
You told you've got no gearbox. You've got to wash them off.
Diagnosis so far, it's had a few road wheels changed, a few bits and bobs, tracks are pretty good. It says it's done 5,000 miles, that's a load of rubbish, it hasn't done that. Concerned about the back pressure, where when you give it a rev and you've got the oil thing open, it guffs oil out, and the oil's very thin. Thin oil can mean cracked rings, thin oil can mean there's a leak in the injector pump. It can mean that the injectors aren't squirting properly, aren't misting, and it's just dribbling down the bores and going past the rings. It could mean there's other seals in the injector pump that could let diesel through. The oil is definitely a mixture of diesel and water and oil, very, very thin. The fact it's chucking it out could be back pressure, crankcase pressure, or it could be the gauze in the oil tank not letting the oil through, building up pressure. It'll only go 40 yards before it stops. That's the pump under the floor. I can hear a ding, 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 ding. That's where it's pulling air. So that could be seals in that pump gone. So the first job is to do the pump under the floor. Second job is to dig down into that filter, into the oil box, clean that, see if someone's put synthetic oil in it in the past and it's gummed up. And then the next job will be to change the oil. And then the next job will be to let 25 people drive it on a corporate day round the courses and see what it goes like, and then check it at the end of the day. And if that oil is crept up, it's either an injector pump, injectors, or an engine. So this was described as a lovely runner, very good runner. Well, 40 yards is as far as it runs. It's got potential, but there's a lot of risk. It's all about risk, isn't it? Why do I now have to go and look at every single vehicle I buy? Whereas the first 140 vehicles I did, only 2 did I get shafted on. And now things look like they're changing. I think from now on, every vehicle I buy, I'm going to traipse all over the country and check it over and say, no, mate, sorry, mate, you're having a giraffe. We've oiled everything, greased everything, filled everything oil. And now we've took it up the road to the roundabout at the A43. That's quite a long way. And we revved it as hard as we could.
My hearing's still not come back.
Oh no, it was loud. We're taking a few ear defenders for the people we're taking for a drive tomorrow. And then, and now basically, it hasn't lost any oil, it's lost any water. I think she's good. And now I've been sweeping out the back, and then Dylan came along at the end when the phone rang and he's took over. It looks quite tidy in there. It would be lovely to polish that with a big wire mop on a drill, wouldn't it? So it gleamed, but we won't be doing that today. Right, that can be burnt because that's all paper. Then we'll back it up to the green Abbott and transfer everything across. Oh, bit of litter there, bit of rubber. Keep my yard nice and tidy. Now, I know Vanessa's insured it, changed the insurance onto this Abbott rather than the other one, but I don't know if it's taxed. I know it's free tax, but you still got to have tax. So I'm going to run that through is my vehicle taxed gov.com. Preparation prevents piss poor performance. What could possibly go wrong? I think we're leaving about 8:30 in the morning, and when we get down, there'll be about 3.5 hours to get there. I think we'll have about 4 hours tootling around time, and then we'll have to come home again because we'll run out of hours on the lorry. And we don't want our man having a night out. It just encourages him to ring mucky women in the middle of the night.
He seems to
I'm at this siding and I'm lonely. I've got 10 quid. Bloody hell, I don't give change. Can't leave your lorry parked up in a lorry park round Brighton. You can always tell a classy hooker because her tattoos are spelt right. They weren't done in prison by her cellmate called Derek.